Hi, thank you so much for joining me today for another edition of our webinar, where we tell you a little bit more about the awesome regions we have in Destination Jamaica. Today, we will be focusing on Ocho Rios and Runaway Bay. These are two of our tourist resort regions, more to the northern side of the island. We're going to get into lots. We have maybe a half an hour session. We're going to talk about some of our accommodations, flights, access, attractions, all you need to know, and more for you and your client to be better able to enjoy Destination Jamaica. However, before we get started, do allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sedrecia Francis, and I am the Business Development Manager for Western Canada. I hope you are excited. We do have lots to share today. And so before we get into the meat of the matter, as we would say in Jamaica, I would love to share with you our destination new campaign video. It has been in rotation for a while, but if it's the first time you're seeing it, it will be new to you. Do watch and enjoy. At the end of the video, I will do a little synopsis in terms of what the message or the main objective is in this campaign and what we want to put out about Jamaica. So watch and enjoy.
Ah, Jamaica. It has beaches. It has mountains. It's lively. It's laid back. It roars. It tickles. It's sweet. It's spicy. It's hot. It's luxurious. It's adventurous. It's aged. It's brand new. It's mysterious. It's obvious. It's daring. It's relaxing. It's world famous. But it's down to earth too. That's Jamaica. It's a vibe. It's a vacation. Come and see for yourself.
And that is our new campaign ad. I don't know about you, but every time I see this video, it really brings a smile to my face. The the theme of the campaign is really called contrast. And as you can see, there's a contrast between the different vibe, the different emotions that are ignited when you're in Destination Jamaica. And that is what this campaign was about, really pulling out and putting in the forefront to say, just the multiplicities of experiences that can be had and the different type of emotions that you get going through the different stages while you're vacationing or you're visiting Jamaica. So I hope you enjoyed that as much as I do every single time. So without further ado, we're gonna get into the information that we will be sharing today. Up first is our team. This is Team Canada. Again, our main office is based in Toronto, so few of our members here are based in the main office, while we do have some home-based agents who are our sales agents like myself. The team comprises of everybody that you see here. At the end of it, we'll get a little bit into names and so forth, but just to show you, this is the awesome Team Canada, an amazing group of people, hardworking, dedicated to the cause of getting Brand Jamaica out. The word about Brand Jamaica, getting people to the destination, that is our mandate, and that is what drives us out of love and passion. So as we start. We firstly have up, we note the importance of just you having the details about flights into Destination Jamaica. It doesn't matter what we have or how awesome it is if you or your clients are not able to access it. And so we've highlighted here a few of our legacy carriers here in Canada. Based on where you are, you know your operators will be different, but the options exist. So whether direct or connecting flights, we do have those going into Jamaica from most parts of Canada. And so the island is accessible to all. Yes. Entry requirements, we're looking at the documents that your clients will need to get into Jamaica. That can be a valid passport or a valid PR card. And when we say valid, we ask that these documents has a travel or have a travel time of up to at least 6 months, that can facilitate your client's stay while they're on the island. Again, if it's less than 6 months, sometimes they are given, they are facilitated to enter the island, but we don't want to take any chances. We don't want to have them booking the tickets and all just to be turned back because there isn't enough time in their travel documents. So we just ask you to ensure before they go, just a reminder, check your documents. Are they up to date? So there are no issues in them entering the island. We're now looking at our customs form. This is a mandatory document that has to be filled out by yourself or your client. It actually has to be filled out by everybody entering Jamaica. So if you have a family of 5 and there's a baby, there's a form that has to be filled out for that baby as well. Everybody requires their own individual form. Now, when should the document be filled out? We tell people you can fill it out at least 30 days before you travel to Jamaica. So once your client has secured their tickets, they can go ahead and fill the form out, and an email will be sent to them that they can use as reference to show that they actually did the process, and they can keep that. Once they have entered the island, it will be required. It suggests doing it like 5 days before, because again, sometimes you may have issues with it's a digital system. You never know. Just to be safe, we tell them at least a week before, ensure that you fill this form out. Another important point to note regarding this form is that there are a few sites where people have maliciously been charging for persons to access and fill out the form, and that is not the way it should be done. Kindly advise your clients that they should never be paying for this form. It is provided by the government of Jamaica free of cost. And so the correct site to visit to access this form is www.enterjamaica.gov.jm. Once they enter from that link, they should have no issues in accessing their free form. We're moving into our access points for the island. We have 3 international airports. That's the Montego Bay, Sangsters International Airport, Kingston, that's the Norman Manley International Airport, and over in Ocho Rios, we have the Ian Fleming Airport. So for those of you who have been to Jamaica, maybe more often times than not, you do travel into Montego Bay, because Montego Bay is really the hub for tourists, in terms of proximity to all of the hotels and a lot of the attractions. So what we have, most of the masses really enter through Montego Bay. As such, that facility has been built out to house a larger group of people coming in on the island. It's really built to facilitate over 9 million people, not at one time, but passing through. To date, they have really facilitated maybe 5 million people moving through the airport throughout a year's period. So Big business happening in Jamaica. For Kingston, it's a smaller facility. They can accommodate up to maybe 1.8 million and have been doing that. Again, if you have clients who want to go to Negril or the South Coast, Montego Bay is the ideal airport because, again, of proximity to those other locations and in Montego Bay itself. For Kingston, if you have clients who are traveling and they want to go to Portland or they're going to Ocho Rios, Kingston is a good place, is a good airport to come into in terms of proximity. Again, for the Ian Fleming, that is one of our smaller airdromes because they do not facilitate the huge vessels as the other international airports. So we have mainly flights from Miami going into Ian Fleming at this point in time. They're looking to expand, but they haven't gotten there as yet. So this is just a picture of what the Ian Fleming Airport looks like. If you've never been, you have an idea. All right, here we're looking at travel time. So if you're landing in Montego Bay and you're going to Ocho Rios, that's like a 90 minutes drive. And if you're leaving from Kingston Airport to Ocho Rios, it's a 95 minutes drive. So Ochi is one of the Ochi we call for short Ocho Rios. So you'll hear me reference um, that that region as such. It's one of the most central points on the island. Again, as you can see, the time from Montego Bay is the same as the time from the Kingston airport getting into the same region. So, very central. A little bit about Ocho Rios itself. Ocho is really it is dubbed the centerpiece of Jamaica, and rightly so because of what I just stated. But in terms of clients' profile, if you have clients who are traveling to Jamaica and they have kids, teenagers, young kids, and they want the adventure in terms of the thrill-seeking rides and the adrenaline rush, Ocho is the location. Ocho Rios is located to a lot of our attractions that offers those type of experiences and rides. So yes, younger couples, family based with groups with kids who needs to be entertained. Ocho Rios is the ideal place, the adventure capital, as we love to refer to it. So we're moving on to accommodations. Again, the hotels that are featured here are the properties that are featured here are really island wide because it's for you to pick up, where your clients are going, and based on that, you align the property with the offerings that you know will appeal to them. But hotels, guest houses, apartments, we have them all in our catalog of rooms. Here we have a breakdown that shows the different areas. We call them parishes or resort areas. And underneath listed are all the properties that are available for persons to stay. So you can always just look. Again, I know a lot of bookings are affected by price points and just preferences, but the options are there so you can start your research from there. We're featuring just some of the stuff that persons are looking more to do on island. We found that there has been a lot of requests for like pickleball properties. I don't know if it's a new fad, but a lot and lot of travelers, more travelers are asking specifically about properties that offer this. And so we've gone ahead and just highlighted a few of those that we are aware of in the destination. As you can see listed here, the Iberostar, Half Moon, Hyatt, Beaches, Grand Palladium, Bahia, and a few others. These properties have this offering that your clients can enjoy if they so desire. And we're looking a little bit at romance on the island. And for you who don't know, Jamaica is really a one of those big islands in terms of just weddings. People see the destination as that for theme weddings, for people just want to elope, different reasons. People are visiting the island, and we're showing you here for you to be able to tell your clients the ease of really getting married on the island. You can be wed within 24 hours of arriving in Jamaica. No medical tests are required. We have wedding concierge who will work with you based on the properties that you're staying, or we have independent providers that you can Google and find some of them online, but they're there. Another great source or resource area is our visitjamaica.com website that also has some of our vendors and just local partners that we know offer the product if that is the route that you want to take. But the options are there for you. And we're looking at some highlights of the awesome Ocho Rios, home of the famous, world famous Dunn Falls. Now, if you have been to Ocho Rios more than once, I know, maybe if you go one time, you may skip it, but if you've been there more than once, and a lot of first timers have it on their list of things to do, because if you Google Ocho Rios, I think that's the first thing that will pop up is Dunn Falls. No, our most famous attraction, hands down. This property sees over 1 million visitors per year, this attraction. And so, without me saying anything, it's something to experience. So, 600 feet high waterfalls, that is what you have the ability, or you're able to indulge in if you're really interested, to really climb the falls and enjoy the cool, fresh, refreshing water that is, we call it pitching, like literally coming down the falls. Um, the offerings of the location, a lot of people would have probably gone and done the falls, but I have to commend the team in how they have consistently worked to keep this product diverse, because if you've been there for the falls before, you can go back now for zip lining over the falls, or you can go and do a hike because they have a new hike trail. Or if you have kids, you can take your kids to the water park that's on the property. So it's that kind of offerings where even if you've been there before, you can always go back and re-immerse yourself in the destination. We have the Green Grotto Cave. That's also another unique tour that takes you under. You're literally in the caves, walking through and learning the history of the slaves who would have passed through and the lives that they lived, and just the influence that all of that has had on Jamaica and the people of the country. Yeah. To your right, we also have the bobsled, which was made famous by the Cool Runnings movie. If you've never seen, that's something you need to see. This is also in Ocho Rios at the Mystic Mountain Adventure Park, and that's something that you can do. You could take your kids, your entire family can enjoy that offering. I have another little video just showing how
We
Ocho
don't know where we're going. We're just going with it.
An amazing, amazing feature again of Destination Jamaica. This video really encapsulates a lot, just out the whole vibe of the destination as it features some of our events. You can see the food, you can see the beaches. So let's get your clients to Jamaica. The work that we do and all that this destination has to offer, we believe that everybody deserves a chance to really fully immerse themselves in this product. Yes. So we're moving on, still looking at some of our hotel offerings. This is one of my favorite properties in Ocho Rios, Hermoso Cove, very intimate boutique type hotel. For days, you could just lay on the beach. They have the food is delicious and unforgettable. Definitely one of those properties that you want to visit even once. We move on, we're looking at some of the other properties that are located. Again, the properties that are featured, the price ranges are different based on your client's taste and their budget. You will be better able to gauge and guide them to give them what they really want. This is also another picture of the iconic Dunn's River Falls. Here we have Blue Hole. So if you're in Ocho Rios, this is also another awesome water-based experience for your clients. They can go and jump off into the water, or they can just swim and enjoy themselves. This is one of those places that can be done. Great vibe. There's always people from the community there that wants to engage and really want to share the experience with our visitors. So this is also a must do if you are in Ocho Rios. Yeah, man. And as the name suggests, if you know Yaman from Jamaica, Yaman is really a terms of Yaman, I'm good, Yaman, I'm all right. So Yaman speaks to just that. Yaman is an adventure-based park as well that has a little bit of everything. So a little bit of the excitement with the ATVs, I've done that and I was unrecognizable when I came out. I was flushed with mud and everything else, but it was amazing. That's the kind of experiences that we're promoting. We want those unforgettable when even years after you've been, when you see those pictures or the memory comes back, it reignites the emotions like it's the first time you're doing it. And that's what you get in Destination Jamaica. So, yeah, man, they also have a cooking experience where you make your own meal. There's a professional chef there that takes you through the steps. They provide the ingredients. All you need to do is show up, do your part, and then enjoy your meal. So Yaman is one of those very inclusive experience where you or your client can actually spend an entire day on this property. After you're done, you can start with a garden tour where they tell you about the different type of trees that's on the property and the benefits. Move into your cooking class. After your cooking class, we suggest you do the cooking class first, eat your lunch, get filled up, and then you move to ATVs. And the ATVs, it's a dirty ride, but trust. At the end of the ATVs, go to the lazy river or the secret river, better called. Go to the secret river where you can cleanse yourself of the mud, but experience the most serene and beautiful location on the entire property, I think. And so an entire day spent in one location doing multiple things. And that's what Yaman offers. Yeah, man? Yeah, man. Right, so we're moving into cruises. Ocho Rios is one of our five cruise ports on the island. So if you know anything, Jamaica is really known for our tourist-based products and not only through flights, but also through our cruises. And so Ocho Rios is one of those main cruise areas. Again, it works, and that's why we have so many visitors to Dunn's River because the cruise port is really just literally a few minutes away from Dunn's River. So it is one of the more accessible sites once the ship is docked. So people get off and they head to the falls. Outside of that, I said we have another port in Falmouth, one in Kingston, one in Port Antonio, and the one in Ocho Rios. So we do have a few, and we also have one in Kingston. So we do have options in terms of people on cruises and where they want to come off. They can always experience a different location on the island. And as you know, or as you're learning, each of these locations have their own unique vibe and experience that is worth going for. We're still looking at the cruise ports, and now we're moving into my favorite part of anything, the food. So, Evita's is an Italian-based restaurant, an awesome experience in Ocho Rios. The owner passed a few years, but it's still being managed and still a very good experience to be had. I remember her because she was a personality all on her own. Plus her food made it top notch, but still a great spot to stop and to really enjoy some of our local seafood and just an infusion of Italian and Jamaican dishes. We have a Plantation Steakhouse. This is a newer property, newer offering, mainly steak, but again, a good option. This is one of my favorite spots in Jamaica, Miss T's. When you talk about authentic, mm, Jamaican dishes. Food gets me excited. I don't know if you can tell, but yes. So, Miss T's for the curry goat, Miss T's for the oxtail, Miss T's for the curried coconut lobster. You name it, she has it. And it's the as you can see, the location is vibrant and full of life, just like her, and it's infused in her food. And so it's worth the stop. It's worth going. It's worth recommending to your clients if they are in Ocho Rios, even once they do for lunch and dinner usually required to make a reservations because it's a well-known spot. But get in there, get some of that good food. I promise you, you'll enjoy and your clients will too. So recommend, recommend, recommend. All right, we're moving into Runaway Bay and we've paired Ocho Rios and Runaway Bay because again, their proximity. Ocho Rios is really the big feature. Runaway Bay is just a spill-off because it's close and it does have a few areas where people can visit. So as you see, it's a small town in proximity to Ocho Rios, known for its coral reef and its great beaches. So that's another option. If you're in Ocho and you just want a quick drive out to just a different kind of vibe and environment, Runaway Bay is the spot for you. Again, we're featuring a few of the hotels that are accessible in that particular region, and the Green Grotto Cave is actually located in Runaway Bay. So that's an awesome tour to do. Here we have, this is another tour, Bob Marley birthplace. It's quite a drive. I know currently I think they're doing some renovations, so it spells to do some outreach and confirm before you have your clients go to make sure that the tour is up and running again. And we are at the I get excited about this part because I love to share the information about our travel specialist program because I just know how much work, your advisors put in. And so any way that we can give back to you at JTB, it excites us. So we're going to talk a little bit about our travel specialist program, how you can become a travel specialist if you are not already one, and just a few of the benefits that are there to be had. Yes. So we look quickly at the breakdown and the benefits for you and what your clients get. So as you can see, it's literally all about you. Like you have all the ticks here. Your clients only have one, right? So this is for you. We talk about farms and you enjoying farm tours. Usually that's one of our requirements for the advisors or the agents that are selected for our farms is that you are a registered travel specialist. We also talk about complimentary JTB meet and greet assistance because whilst we support the VIP lounge, we do note that they have a high demand, and so sometimes that service is not available. Whilst we don't have all the offerings of the VIP lounge where you have Wi-Fi and your clients have the meals, this or JTB Meet and Assist really helps when it's necessary in that our teams meet your clients and take them through customs so that long wait is avoided. So that's one of the pluses. They take them out, ensure that they get into or meet whomever is meeting them at the arrival area and see them off. So still a benefit, still a plus for you. This is also given to your clients. And so if you have a client who is getting married, it's offered to your client and their in-laws. So the mother-in-law, the father-in-law, the in-laws. We also offer you our independent site inspections. So as an advisor, you're in the destination and there is a product or a property that you're interested in selling, but you've never seen it and you're curious. Oh my God, I'd love to do a site. We can assist. So we just ask that you reach out to us. Just give us ample time where we can reach out to our team in Montego Bay to make the necessary arrangements. One of the asks for this, though, is that you are requesting properties that are within proximity to where you are staying. So if you are in Montego Bay, requesting for a site visit in Kingston, that's probably not gonna be facilitated by the team. Again, you can imagine the transportation cost to take you so far and the time and all of that. So if you are in the region, if you're in Kingston, if you're in Ocho Rios and you want to do a site of the Moon Palace or the awesome Jamaica Inn, those are things that the team can facilitate. We just ask for ample time in to put your request in and we will make the arrangements. You are picked up at your hotel, taken to the tours, you do your sites, and then you are returned to your property. How amazing is that? That's top tier service if you ask me, right? Additionally, you can earn points through our reward stores and you can use those points towards your VIP attractions for your clients, for yourself, for paying for the service as well. So, some good stuff. Here we're just sharing a little bit more information with you. We want you to understand that this resource is for you. Respectfully, we ask, the Maple Leaf is really, again, the source place that we put all the information that we know you will need access to. So if you're watching this webinar, more likely you have access to the space because that is where it's housed. Our webinars are housed on our Maple Leaf page. As said, this is for you, not for your clients. The information there is really for you. So if you want any kind of updates that is shared there, if your clients are asking, we recommend that you read and provide that information to them. Please do not give them access to this site. As said, it is specially designed for you or very special advisors where we can share openly timely information that we know you will need to assist your clients. Yes. And so we want to highlight a little bit more about the travel specialist program and also our training university. Now we know sometimes in this day and age, there can be information overload with all the sites and the different platforms, but because so much changes and because our destination and because tourism is just so dynamic. We understand that we have the responsibility to keep you updated. And so our training university is really for those persons newly registered or newly graduated travel specialists. But if you are an agent and you want to come on, you're welcome to. We're always trying to get more information, trying to give updates on relevant stuff that's happening in the destination. So again, you're all fair with the information and you can feed that to your clients in a very timely manner. So we have the Travel University, and again, we are just sharing a little bit more information about the Travel Specialist program, what the process entails. As a travel specialist, you are required to complete two courses. That's the general course, where it's just basic information about the destination, along with our wedding course. And guys, trust me when I tell you, you can do this with your eyes closed. Like, don't have any fear about, oh my God, I have to do a test at the end of it. You will get it, I promise you. And again, it really is just outlining some of the benefits to be had as a travel specialist. We're close to the end since I'm seeing these faces. Again, this is the team. Just to dive in a little bit more around the sales team, focusing on the entire group. So that Dan Hamilton is our district sales manager, the captain of the ship. That to Dan's to Dan's left is the beautiful Raquel and Oral. These two manage our Greater Toronto areas as it's divided in Ontario B and Ontario A, and they manage accordingly. Again, it's still all one team, it's still one goal, one vision. Here we have the beautiful Emily, who manages Quebec and Atlanta. And I don't know if you recognize this person, but beside her, that's moi. Again, we just want to share the information. If you have any requests, any needs, you can always reach out to your direct BDM. As you know, we're your source person. That's what we're here for, to give you the information that you need so you can share that with your clients accordingly. And in a nutshell, we're at the end. There is so much more that we could put in here, but I do understand that, time, you do have to balance your time with other stuff. So hopefully the information shared here has helped you in some way or will help you in some way. Hopefully you've learned something new today. Outside of that, I just want to tell you on behalf of myself and the entire team, just a big thank you for all that you do for Destination Jamaica. All of Jamaica thanks you. As you know, tourism is our number one contributor to our GDP and provides jobs for thousands and thousands of Jamaicans. So, without you pushing this destination for people to go, need I say more? A lot of mouths would not be getting fed right now. So thank you so much for all that you do. We love you. We appreciate you. Please feel free to reach out to us for any information that you need. As we continuously tell you, thank you. Take care. Bye.